Hi everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another edition of Movie Talk. And this week's movie is The Princess Diaries. Mia Thermopolis is a bright but terribly shy and gawky teenager whose goal in life is to survive each school day with minimum attention and embarrassment. Unfortunately, her wish to be invisible is thwarted when her estranged grandmother arrives and delivers shocking news that she's a real-life princess, heir to the throne of Genovia. Furious and inconsolable, the reluctant royal agrees to take princess lessons and make the biggest decision of her life in 3 weeks. And so begins a comical transformation towards poised princessness when she finds herself in the middle of a media storm, jealous schoolmates, and a plot to take over her country. Okay, things I like, or highlights of this movie. This movie was made back in 2001, and it is a teenage romance comedy produced by Disney, and tells the story of a girl named Mia Thermopolis who discovers that she is a princess. Now, the title is a little disconcerting because while it's called The Princess Diaries, and this is a slight spoiler here, she doesn't actually start writing in her diary until the end of the movie. I think the title comes from a book series called The Princess Diaries that this movie may or may not have been loosely based off of. But the title is very, very confusing. You hear Princess Diaries and you think, oh, okay, we're going to hear Mia talk about all this through her diary throughout the whole movie. That doesn't happen. Personally, there is actually a sequel to this movie called The Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement. And in that one, we do have her talking or writing in her diary and telling about things that were going to happen. So that one is a little more true to the title, The Princess Diaries. In all actuality, out of the two, the second one's actually my absolute favorite. But we'll talk more about that one when I get to that movie. Okay, things I loved about this movie. I love the story. This is your typical Disney modern princess story. There's no fairy godmother, no magical kiss that awakens the sleeping princess, no tower, no magic whatsoever. It's just modern day. It takes place it does take place in San Francisco. And it's really, in my opinion, more of a coming-of-age movie than anything, aimed at teenagers. And it's actually really good. They just use the princess side because it's Disney. But again, it's really good. It's really cute. It's really funny. Great cast of characters, and I absolutely just love the story. I also love the ending, and this isn't going to be too much of a spoiler because it's Disney, but this does end on a happy note. And again, there is a sequel which picks up a few years after this one leaves off. Mia is 16 in this movie. I believe she's 21 in the second movie, so 5 years after the first one. But again, we'll talk more about that when I get to that movie. But again, this movie ends on a note where they could just end it and leave it as just a single standalone movie, or they could open it up for a new movie, a sequel, which they of course did. And I absolutely love it when they have options like that. Okay, cast. This had an amazing cast of characters, and there are more listed in the Wikipedia reference. I just went with the ones that were the more important characters. And I apologize if I mispronounce anybody's name, either character-wise or actor-wise. Okay. Mia Thermopolis was played by Anne Hathaway, and this movie was actually her film debut. I was really surprised to learn that. I did not know that. Queen Clarice Rinaldi, who is Mia's grandmother, was played by Julie Andrews. You might recognize her from such films as Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music. Joseph, who is Clarissa's head of security, was played by Hector, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. Louis Moskowitz, who is Mia's best friend, was played by Heather, and again, I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. And Lena Thomas, who is basically the mean girl at school. This is a teenager movie, or a teenage movie, so of course they had to have the mean girl at school. Is played by Mandy Moore, and she is really mean to Mia at the beginning of the movie, and then after it's revealed that she's a princess, and this is a slight spoiler, but it's not a big spoiler, she's actually very nice to her because she's royalty. So, you know, they had to have a girl like that in this movie. Helen Thermopolis, who is Mia's mother, was played by Caroline Goodall, and if I mispronounced her last name, I apologize for that. Michael Moskowitz, or however you say the last name, is Lily's brother, and he's also the one who's in love with Mia throughout the movie. Josh Bryant, and he's played by Robert Schwartzman, I believe is how you say his last name. Josh Bryant, who's played by Eric Von Denter, I believe is how you say his last name. He is Mia's love interest in the movie. He's the popular boy in school. And then, of course, we have Fat Louie, played by Cat, who is Mia's black and white cat. And I had to add him in there. He doesn't do anything to add to like the plot interest of the story. He's really just basically in there to give Mia a free little animal sidekick. But he's cute, he's cuddly. We'll see him pop up in the second movie quite a bit. And I felt, you know, he's kind of her confidant. I know I tell my cats things, so I'm pretty sure Mia the character would have told her cat things because it's someone to talk to. Actually, I know she does near the end of the movie. So I wanted to add him in there since he's not a big character. He is an important character, at least in my opinion. Okay, question of the week. What would you do if you learned you were royalty? Please leave your answers in the comment section. Also, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. And please like and share this video if you're watching it on YouTube, or Facebook, excuse me. And like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And feel free to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I do have my name for those 4 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note, all pictures seen within this video belong to their respective artists. I own absolutely nothing. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, feel free to check out my other movie talk videos. my Movie Talk Special Edition videos, and my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, 2 things I'd like to touch on. First off, please note that my Movie Talk videos on Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddies, and my Movie Talk Birthday Special Edition video on The Lion King are exclusively on my Facebook page as of the posting of this video. I will be posting re-uploads to YouTube, but that will not happen until October. Reason being, Van Helsing and Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters are Halloween-ish movies, while Spooky Buddies is a Halloween movie. So it only makes sense to me to post or re-upload those videos in October, which is when Halloween is. So those will be up within the first 3 days of October. As for The Lion King, it is a birthday special edition video. So again, it only makes sense to me to do a re-upload of that video on my birthday, which happens to be in October. So, please be patient. I will get those re-uploaded to YouTube. It's just going to take a little bit of time for the reasons I stated. Until then, you can check them out on my Facebook page. Also, there will be dual postings of my TV Talk videos for Star Wars, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and DreamWorks Dragons. These 3 TV Talk videos, or TV shows, will have their TV Talk videos posted both to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. All my other TV Talk videos will be posted solely to my Facebook page. If you'd like to check out any of those videos, or the backlogged videos on Star Wars, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and DreamWorks Dragons, you can feel free to check them out on my Facebook page. I will have the link in the description section. And just to make it a little easier, here is a list of all the TV shows I've either done TV Talk videos on, or I'm currently doing TV Talk videos on. As always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.